Welcome to this week's ITM Cup review with Southland Centurion Jimmy Cowan playing a key role in the Stag's first win of the season. We'll hear from all those involved, including the man himself. Elsewhere, the focus was on the Shield Challenge, where Taranaki repulsed Canterbury by adapting to the conditions much the better. Bay of Plenty with the biggest upset of the round over Auckland, Counties Manukau and Wellington joining Southland as comprehensive winners of their respective clashes.
I think over the last 3 weeks we've shown progress, and it's just been unfortunate, against Otago that we didn't get those tries, and then against Tasman, Tasman are a good team, and again we let in a couple of tries there, and it cost us the game. But no, we've been pretty positive in regards to that we are building, and that positiveness come through today.
The set pieces today, the scrum was better, the line out maybe not quite so there'll be a day when you get both right.
Yeah, I thought the line out, after the first 20 minutes started to go okay. Again, we threw to the back a couple of times earlier on, which, again went over the top, and with, I guess, the way we've been playing, it affects your confidence. But again, no, it came right, and the scrum was a lot solider this week.
And good about the finishing, that'll give the backs some confidence, won't it, to actually post some tries?
Yeah, it was. We always knew they were going to be physical, and again, we had to be patient with the ball, and we weren't for a start, and then, it was nice to see the backs, getting the ball quite often and doing some stepping and offloading, which was great.
We did start well, and that was the goal, to come down here and have a good start and set the platform for the rest of the game, but it's one of those things, you take the foot off the throttle a little bit, and a good Southland team like that will get on top of you at some stage, and they did straight after that with sort of 3 penalties in a row. Going into half-time at 9-7, we were still in the game and still doing some good things, but obviously the second half didn't help. Was the instruction to get physical because you came out, some big shots were put on? Yeah. I mean, that was the game plan from the first whistle actually, and it didn't really kick in until that second half. But it's the nature of the game, I suppose. At the moment, if you don't look after the ball and you don't take the opportunities when they're there, then you end up behind on the scoreboard. Yes, the lack of possession really just denied you any chance of a comeback, didn't it? Yeah, we had an opportunity there later on in the game when Carl Lowe lost the ball over the line and could have brought us back into the game. I think 23-14 at that stage. But it wasn't to be. But we didn't have a lot of possession, and the possession that we did have, we didn't hold on to it long enough for long enough phases, and didn't take those opportunities when they came, and it's disappointing really.
We're a bit patchy, and that's been how the season's turned out. Just playing parts, and then we go to sleep, and then we're back again into the game. It's just got to be consistent, and it's something we've got to fix up if we want to start winning.
At half-time, the score was close, you're short of some possession, but you're still in the game. Yeah,
we came into the changing rooms pretty excited with the win behind us, and then just getting back into it, but Southland just got off to a rolling start. And we're behind the back foot straight away. Probably needed to play a bit more territory, which didn't come.
Well, Jimmy, congratulations on one hell of a treble with your 100 Super Caps, your 50 Test, and now 100 for the province.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. Real pleasure. As I said, it's a real milestone turn, one I'm very proud of. This one meant a lot to me. I've been gunning for this one for a while, so it's been on my radar for a long time, and to achieve it's special. It'll sink in over time, but I said prior to the game, it wasn't about me today. It's about the team, and it was hard over the last 4 weeks, losing 4 games, and I said to the group, self-improve as a group, and play with desperation, and they did that, and I'm very proud of the win. So we'll put a stake in the ground now, so we can kick on from here and go into the next week with a bit of confidence.
I always said you're the best defending halfback since they're going in New Zealand, and you showed today you've still got it.
Yeah, I'm not getting too old, am I? Yeah, I managed to save a couple, but it's something I've prided myself on over the years, and I'm getting through. I'm not getting any younger, so it makes it have a lot tougher to get to the corners like it used to. So as I said, it was great to manage to hold up 2 tries, and as I said, something I pride myself on.
Did you notice the standing ovation you got from the grandstand? When you ran out.
Yeah, I did. I soaked it in. I got asked, throughout the week, can you pick out one game? And I can't pick out one game. Every game I've played here in front of the people of Southland, I've thoroughly enjoyed. They're a very parochial bunch, and they love their rugby. They're rugby mad, and there was no difference today. We've had 4 losses and they still turn out in their numbers. So they've played a big part in my rugby career over the last 12 years, and I thank them a lot.
I'd like to ask you about your first game, the year 2000. What's your living memory of that experience?
Yeah, still very vivid. I was an 18-year-old and I was playing in the Southern Country system, and it was more of a trial game. I got picked to play for Southern against Otago, and it was more of a trial for the NPC squad. And I more or less got told that if I have a reasonable game today, I'd be in the Southern squad. So it was still pretty vivid. So I went out there and I played reasonable footy and ended up making the squad. So certainly it was one to remember. Guys against playing the likes of Calvin Middleton and them boys putting this shit in, and I learnt the hard way at a young age. But it's probably held me in good stead over the future.
It was a whole life experience, wasn't it? Because if I recall, I don't think you've been on a plane before you played for Southern, did you?
No, I haven't. No, as I said, I was pretty green in a lot of places. It was all pretty new to me. I ended up signing my contract in the back of a car in a car park as an 18-year-old. So I didn't read through any of the clauses. So just signed the dotted line, seen the money and signed the dotted line. So I've got rugby to thank. It's probably built me as a person over 10 to 12 years, and I've really grown as a person. So, and that's probably credit to the family here at Rugby South, and they've sort of guided me, through my life. So, there's a lot of people to thank, and they're one lot.
So that's still 250 first-class games or more in 12 years. Does it feel that you've played that amount of games?
Yeah, I won't lie, Tommy, it has. It's starting to take its toll a bit. It's very tough playing this rugby in New Zealand. They play at a frantic pace with the Super Rugby and International Rugby. So no doubt it's taking its toll. And as I said, I've prided myself on my defence, and I've always been willing and thrown myself into contact. So it's taken its toll, but by no means, I'm going to England to cash in. I'm just looking for a change of scenery and a different culture of rugby. And as I'm coming to an end in New Zealand, I'm looking forward to my venture in England. So we'll look forward to see what the next 2 years holds.
You'll be busy though, because they have a heavy program of games, don't they? And they play 8, 9, 10. It's a sort of a 10-man game still.
Yeah, it's very forward orientated, no doubt. But my understanding, Gloucester like to use the ball, and they got some talented backs. So we'll see what it holds. I'm going into a 40-game season when I get there. So I arrive there on the Sunday, and then I'm straight into it that Saturday. So we'll just see how the body holds up. We'll get stuck in, head down, bum up. That's been my philosophy over the last 10 years. So things won't change, and we'll just buy into their concept and their culture, and we'll see what eventuates.
And just confirm for the viewers who ask me every day, how many more games will you get for South, and will you get a couple in?
Yeah, for sure. I'll play next week against North Harbour and against Northland on the Wednesday night, and then I depart on that Friday. So I leave these shores on the 28th of this month. But I've got to give praise to David Henderson, make special mention of his team. He's given me the opportunity to play my 100, and it's never easy signing contracts like I have, but he's been up front with me, and that I owe him immensely for that. And so over the next 2 weeks, it's about probably getting the mayor into the system and me taking a step back. But I'll be there at trainings and adding some input from the bench, and try and help me as much as I can, and the other young fellas.
I think I'm safe in saying on behalf of the Rugby public in Southland, thank you very much.
No, it's been my pleasure, Tommy. Thank you.
In the Premiership, the top 4 are the same, but the order differs, with Wellington in the number 1 spot, though Taranaki have the game in hand. Waikato made progress on the leaders, and Bay of Plenty and Hawke's Bay swap places. Counties Manukau are now runaway championship leaders now that Tasman dropped points in their loss to Northland. The Taniwha's win keeping Southland in 6th place, but within a single victory of a semi-final spot. The Stags won't get a better chance to add to their tally when taking on a hapless North Harbour next weekend.